Twinkle, twinkle, little star, high above. Now, I'm going to just make sure I got all my bits and pieces working. This is another video on the Bard class for Dungeons & Dragons 5e. Of course, we're looking at, Oral B, Pro B, Formulated 2. No, we don't. Forget about that. All right. Anyway, sound check seems to be coming through fine. So unplug my headphones. Okay, so if you're rewatching this video, you will find the start time down in the description, so you can skip past all of this. If you haven't been part of my live streams before, normally what I do is I present everything first, and then I open it up to questions, feedback. If you want to say hi to me, all that sort of stuff, I usually do near the end. So I'm going to be pretty quick about this. I don't expect this video to be hugely complicated. It is an important feature though, so that's why I'm going to cover it. Alright, let's get started. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm talking about Dungeons & Dragons 5e for the Bard as it happens. For those of you who are invested in playing a Bard, one of the best aspects to playing a Bard is the ability to provide the party with additional healing, and you don't even have to cast a spell, which is pretty cool. That's the Song of Rest. So if you turn to the player's handbook, and it's on page 54, so on page 54 of the player's handbook, it has details on the Song of Rest. I'm going to read them out, and then I'm going to sort of go over a few details with regard to this feature and just sort of explain the things I think you need to remember and not get confused by. Okay, so the first part of it is here. Beginning at 2nd level, you can use soothing music or some sort of speaking to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest, so it happens at the end of the short rest, but they must spend 1 or more hit dice during that short rest. So if you take a short rest and nobody actually spends hit dice, whether you use your Song of Rest, they can't apply that bonus or benefit to their character unless they spend the hit dice. Each of these creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points. Now that's the feature for the Song of Rest. Now that takes place at 2nd level. But as we progress and the Bard will improve in power and ability, there are additional features. So that's only taking place at 2nd level. So a Bard of 2nd level gets a d6 to apply for their Song of Rest. But if you are a 9th level Bard, you can apply an 8-sided dice, which is good. So you're getting a chance between 1 and 8 additional hit points that they can pick up. If they are 13th level, they get an additional 1 to 10. So it's a 10-sided dice, a d10. And if you have a Bard of 17th level, then you get to use a 12-sided dice. That's the big mother. Okay, so a 12-sided dice. Anything between 1 and 12 is the additional benefit. So using hit dice after a short rest or during a short rest, so that at the end of the short rest you get essentially more effective healing, particularly if you're using hit dice to regain hit points. So what happens with something like 2 bards? If you have 2 bards in your party, not just 1 but 2, and they are both using a Song of Rest. Well, unfortunately, 2 bards can't stack the Song of Rest effect on party members. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have 2 bards. You can't have 2 applications. It's the same effect and feature, therefore it doesn't stack. Please don't forget to use your Song of Rest. It's pretty important. It's one of those things that as a Bard you get, and forgetting it when you could use it really is going to sort of hamper you. It is one of those things that you don't exhaust. There is, and if you take 5 short rests during your adventuring day, then you can use it 5 times, provided people are using hit dice. if you take 6 or 7 short rests during your adventuring day and people use hit dice, then you can apply it to those people who are using hit dice. So it's really, really good. So please don't forget it. Another factor that a lot of people might be wondering about, and that is, does the Song of Rest make noise, and do I need to be careful about where I do this so I don't wake up or encourage monsters to come my way? Absolutely, Song of Rest is going to make noise, so take your party to a safe location and use it there. Remember, your Song of Rest dice applies only once, as I said. Okay, so I'm going to give you just a very quick example here. I've got my party, I've got my little bard in the middle here, and I've decided I'm going to use as my example the fighter who is a ranged fighter. It's the same fighter that you would find as a pre-generated character in your Dungeons and Dragons 5e starter set. One of the pre-generated characters is there's 2 fighters. One is close quarter, one is ranged, and I'm using the ranged version in this case. So a fighter uses a hit dice, which is a d10. So grab your d10. We're going to say our bard is level 1. So you grab your d10 and you add your constitution modifier when you're using your hit dice. Every time you roll your hit dice, you must add your constitution modifier when regaining hit points using the short rest. So I rolled a 1, so I add 2 because the modifier for this particular character is a +2, constitution modifier of +2, so 1 + 2 is 3, and because it's a level 1 bard, I also get to roll a 6-sided dice in this case. Sorry, not a level 1 bard, it's a level 2 bard. Remember, Song of Rest only comes into play at level 2. Almost made them a bit of a balls up there, didn't I? Or did I? Okay, so you roll your 6-sided dice, and you get to add the additional dice only once, okay, during that short rest. So you get an additional 3 points. So instead of it just being 3 hit points getting regained during your short rest, you're going to get 6. Now, if you decide to use additional hit dice, you do not apply the Song of Rest dice multiple times, as I said. That's it. There really isn't too much to it. As I said, please don't forget to use your Song of Rest. It's a really important feature. It's going to be a real bummer if you find yourself in a situation where it would have made a big difference and you haven't actually used it when you could have. So yes, just remember that. Now, if you found this video helpful or informative, please share and like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. If you want to support my channel, you supported my channel by watching this video, and thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I have hundreds more videos, and there is also a video, if you're interested in the bard, on bardic inspiration. And I do have a bard sort of combat tutorial video as well if you are interested. Now, I don't plan to do Patreon for 2019, but I do have affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon where you can buy stuff online. I get a small commission, and that helps support me doing more videos like this. Now, if you have any questions, feedback, something you would like to add, is there something I needed to cover, let me know in the live chat right now. Otherwise, if you're not part of the live chat, that's what the comments section's all about. Anyway, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. And don't forget to use your Song of Rest. If anybody uses those hit dice, then absolutely make sure you're using your Song of Rest. I'm not gone, I'm just flicking over. It's a pretty quick video. There wasn't actually an awful lot I needed to cover, so hence I did do a little bit of research. I did check out Sage Advice. How's it going, Darren? Just popped in to say hi. Oh, thank you. Early morning for me, so I'll have to catch the later video. Not a problem, totally understand. So it's a really, really simple feature, but you know, it's one of those things that you just can keep doing. It's infinite, so hence really sensible to keep using it when you get the opportunity. I think the only time that people get a bit confused is they'll try to apply it when they haven't used hit dice during their short rest, and it really only applies if you use up your hit dice. It doesn't matter how many you use, as long as you use at least one or more. Okay, there's no questions. It seems to be pretty quiet today. I'm going to take off, I'm going to get going, and I'll catch you guys probably in a couple of days. I'll put up a couple of, oh, hello Joe, how's it going? Hi from Philly. Welcome to my little live stream. I'm in New Zealand and the sun is setting just right now. I can see out my window, and it's still extremely warm here, very humid, and of course I've got the doors and the windows closed to make sure that I keep the sound from sort of leaking in from outside. But hey, it's warm right now. Is there any questions that you had, Joe, or are you just coming in to say hi? Because I'm fine with that. I don't think we've met before anyway. I just need to grab a drink of water before I get too dry. 2 a.m. here. Oh, come on, Joe. Don't do that to yourself. The video's done. I'll pack it up. You go to sleep. And yeah, you will see over the next couple of days a couple of edited videos. Oh, once. Okay. All right. I just probably didn't remember. I do apologize. So two edited videos over the next 2 days, and then after that we're going to get another Lost Mine of Phandelver Dungeon Master guide for those of you who are interested, and I believe it's on Tomlin Stonehill for those of you who want to know. Okay, I'm going to pack it up. I will see you later. So, hello Nox Shadows, like the name. Okay, I will get going before I have more people jump in, and I've actually done the video topic, and they're wondering what's going to happen next, and it's all but finished. Okay, I'll see you later. So have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. For those of you who are getting up way too early or up too late, go to bed and look after yourself and your family, and I'll see you later.